kind of hard to do with one hand, but you get the idea. I've got just tons of green beans here, and we'll be canning in a little bit. Lots of little cherry tomatoes. Back up and maybe you can see the whole green bean bush. So I better go around on the other side too to get the rest of it. This is a basil, a Thai basil that got literally 4 feet tall. It's been a little windy today and yesterday, so they got blown over a little bit. And right now I'm trying to catch this grasshopper that's been eating all my lettuce. Little jerk. Here's my lettuce. Well, he's trapped down there now. Anyway, back to green beans. There's some gourds. There's bell peppers and jalapeno peppers. And my poblano pepper came back and has a baby poblano. The rabbits ate them down, so they took a while to do anything. My okra is ready to be cut out. Hi everybody, this is James, and I have way too many projects. But here I am today after I picked all of my green beans yesterday. I had about 8 pounds of green beans that I picked. I picked all of the jalapeños that I could that were big. Got some okra, but today we are pickling them because I don't have a pressure cooker, so I'm using vinegar and pickling them. Very low vinegar amounts to save them. So over here I've got my brine going, which is now ready. And I'm getting the lid sanitized. I've got the big pot of water here for my jars that are getting sanitized, and now I'm getting ready to prep all of these green beans, cut them up, and get them ready to stuff in the jars. So stick around for that. All right, I'm back again. We've got all of our green beans jarred up here. Some I cut up. Most of them I tried to leave long. I thought maybe I could fit more in there. Who knows? But now I'm ready to fill the jars up with the brine. And no real special trick to this. I did use some apple cider vinegar and a little bit of turmeric just so that it would have some color to it, because I know sometimes when you pickle or jar like green beans, they can turn white or kind of lose their color over time. So I put a little turmeric in there just to kind of help with some of that color retention. Get in there, garlic. I'm gonna dig out my peppercorns here. trying to get all these peppercorns in there. And I'm using a metal spoon and a Teflon lined pan. Horrible, sounds horrible. I'm sure all the kids love it. Let's put this garlic over here in this one. Well, it looks like I still didn't make enough brine. But luckily I have some boiled water I can add to it. So I will top them off with some water and put our lids on. I don't know if I'm getting them too full, whatever. There's a science to it, but there's also a science to me getting this done and moving on to another project. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, lids. If I'm touching, I don't really care. Oops. Oh, I forgot to wipe the tops of this off. They say to wipe the top of the lids off, or the jars off. I don't know. I don't have any little bitty like specks of dill or anything like that that's gonna get in the way, so I think it should be alright. Lid, 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 lid. Three more lids. Just barely tightening them, just finger tight there. No effort to get those on. That'll be good. Now I gotta put them in my water bath. All right, so I got everything filled in. These are some pickles that I did yesterday. I've got 7 jars of those done yesterday. I said pickles, but I mean green beans. So I've got my big pot loaded up here with all my jars in it. So I gotta get this up to a boil. I think it boils for like 10 minutes and then they are good to go. So now I've got to do kitchen cleanup and walk the dog, and I'll let you know how it turns out. So it took me about 3 days, but I finally got a lot of everything jarred and canned. I'm sure I could have done a few more things, but I only have so much energy. But anyway, what I've got is 15 jars of green beans that I've pickled. I did like 3.5 of jalapeno slices, and I did 1 jar of bell peppers because I had a ton of bell peppers and I didn't want them to go to waste. And a lot of I got these new jars with the wide mouth. I think they work a little better. I kind of like them more. But I did some of the green beans, kept them whole, and then some of them I chopped up. You know, already have them chopped up, so they'll just be ready to put in some, drain and put in some butter. Maybe some bacon would be good. So we'll see how they turn out.